Watching the 2025 SCAC Softball Media Days. Today, we're taking a look at the McMurry University softball program. The Warhawks will be led as they head into the season with the guidance of head coach David McNally, along with leadership from Junior Morgan Faubion and Coach Morgan. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Of course, we're excited.
So excited.
Coach, we'll open up with you. Heading into this season, the first and only head coach of this program since it was announced back in 2016, I believe, that McMurry was bringing softball into the athletic department. I'm just interested, as the one who's been responsible of building this to the point it is today, where have you seen the biggest growth within your program over the last few years? And, ultimately, just how excited are you to be back with this group and at the start of another new season?
Yeah, I mean, it's exciting when you get to start a program from the ground up. You're not following another coach or trying to recruit your types of kids. And the last couple of years we've had this program, I mean, I guess it's been 8 years now, looking back. It's been a lot of fun. And, everything from our first team to the team it is now, I think that's all part of the history we've had. And, we're excited about the future, and we're excited about the current team that we're at. We're excited about the team that we had last year, and this year we've got 10 seniors. And so we definitely have some high expectations, and definitely looking forward to what this year is going to unfold.
Morgan, I'm interested from your perspective. Just give me a vibe check with the squad right now. As preseason has unfolded, what's the chemistry? How has that started to develop within the clubhouse? Coach talked about a big senior class, so a lot of returning people that I'm sure just expect and know the expectations. So how has the vibes been as preseason, and how excited is this group getting ready to head into a new year?
We're super excited, and I think having quite a bit of seniors helps whenever we bring in, any kind of freshman, whether it be 1 or 10. I think having that not necessarily mature, but mature, a big mature group allows us to comfort the young girls coming in, and it allows us to just get them more excited than nervous, as you typically are coming in as a freshman. And I think we're all just really, really excited. And since the first practice, we're super amped up and just ready to get on the field and compete.
Coach, it's an exciting year in SCAC softball. We're as big as we've been from a numbers standpoint and over a decade. So for those who might be getting introduced to this McMurry program for the first time, tell us a little about this program. What are some things that you feel are keys within this group, just in terms of approach at the plate, the philosophy in the circle? What do you expect to be consistent within this team throughout the course of the year, or certainly hope to be the case, regardless of result coming in?
For the last couple of years, we've been really blessed with our pitching staff. Our pitchers do a pretty good job of keeping the runs low. And I always say that I believe defense wins championships. And so I like to push the defense the best we can. And so, the one thing we've got going this year is we're hitting the ball pretty well. And that's the part that's really, I feel like has been our missing piece, and the part that I'm probably the most excited about for this upcoming year. And so, I'd say anyone that's coming in, seeing us for the first time, we're a pretty high tempo, a pretty good defensive team. We've got a really good pitching staff. We've actually got 7 pitchers. Every kid is so different from each other. And, I want to say it's 3. But for this one, I think it's 3 seniors, 3 freshmen, and then 1 sophomore. Does that sound about right? Yeah. Okay. And so, really excited about our pitching staff this year. We've got a really good pitching coach that we've brought on this year. Been blessed for the last couple of years with our previous pitching coach. But I think we're definitely stepping in a different direction now, which I'm excited about. And of course, with our defense, we're led by our center fielder, Mercedes Camacho, as well as Morgan over here at shortstop. We're really good defensively wise. And I always say that's the key of victory, is having a good defense.
So, Morgan, you're coming off of an outstanding season last year in your sophomore campaign. You led this team in hits, 50-plus hits on the year, over a 420 batting average. I'm interested, though, now coming into this year junior, how have you seen your role change within this team? I'm sure those first couple of seasons you were just focused on trying to be the best softball player that you could be, but now understanding what coach wants day in, day out, understanding the program, have you seen your role shift a little bit? And what have you continued to work on individually as a player to grow your confidence coming this season?
Yes, I have seen my role change. I'd say, like I said, the freshman coming in and me being here for 3 years so far, I know the standards, the expectations. I understand what's going to be going on every day at practice and, et cetera. So I think just instead of just being there and learning, now I'm more of a leader. I've taken more of like a leader role, and just being a shoulder for those that are new to this. And yeah.
Coach, you've talked a little bit about some of the strengths of this team, some of the key players, coming into this season. I'm interested, coming into the SCAC, what do you expect to be some of the bigger challenges coming into this new league? Obviously, there's familiarity with some old conference teams coming into the SCAC and some non-conference teams that have been on your schedule that'll now be conference games. So, what do you expect to be some of those challenges coming into the season, and how is this group prepared to meet those challenges as the year unfolds?
No, I'm really excited about this upcoming year. I think the ASC was a great conference that we were in, and super competitive, and tons of respect for a lot of those people. And coming into the SCAC now, it's very similar on that side, where we still have the Concordia, still have TLUs and the Trinities and all that. And so we're excited about what we're fixing to get into. I've got some good friends on the SCAC side, so just looking forward to competing and looking forward to seeing where we sit and kind of match up with everybody.
Finally, Morgan, as we wrap up with you, as you've had conversations with some of the other leaders and teammates within this clubhouse about some of the goals and expectations coming into this exciting season, what have those conversations looked like? And ultimately, what do you see as being key for this group to accomplishing those things heading into the year?
I'd say the key is just for like us to uphold our passion. I feel like McNally does a great job at recruiting, and he can see like the heart in the players that he brings in. And so we all really just relate on that aspect of it, is like having that deep passion for the game. And so it almost comes super easy every day. And that's really all there is to it for us. We talk about the love that we have for the game and how easy it is. And just, we love being with each other and doing the thing that we love.
And finally, Coach, as we wrap up with you, what's been the message to this team? Obviously, as we know in college athletics, each team is a new group. And so what's been your message as you sort of keyed in and focused on to get this team prepared both mentally and physically to come into the season?
I think there's been kind of two things. I mean, especially the way this past week or so has been kind of rolling out, is there's certain things we can't control, and we've got to allow God to take on some of those stresses that we have right now, and we just can only control what we can, and we get to sit back and rely on girls like this over here, and we're just looking forward to this season, and we're trying to finishing what we started last year. Last year we did have a really good year. Kind of have a sour taste in our mouth how we finished, but at the same time, we've got a good group, and Morgan's a part of that group there, and we're very blessed with the upperclassmen we do have. Like I said earlier, we have 10 seniors, and it's exciting to see them kind of flourish and help out with the younger kids and stuff. And we really do have a good group this year.
McMurry University head softball coach David McNally, along with leadership from junior Morgan Faubion. Coach Morgan, thanks so much for your time today, and best of luck as you head forward into the rest of the season.
Appreciate it so much.
Thank y'all.